This is 420 Lifestyle Show. You watch. It's going to be good.
What accent was that? Okay, fair enough.
No one knows. Whoa. Place is falling apart. Terrorists. Who was that guy? I don't know. Did you catch that?
And I have no idea.
I don't know.
I'm
What
not
the
even
hell
sure
was
where
going
he was
on?
from.
What was that? I don't know. Welcome to the show. Yo, I'm Opus. You're not. And today, Jamie Shaw is guest co-hosting.
Also not Opus.
Also not Opus. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
Nice. Glad you could come on down and be part of the show. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah. Good stuff. Good stuff. She's in a completely different capacity.
Yeah, well, you know, when you do a lot of speaking for activist organizations, you've got a lot more filters than you normally do. So it's kind of nice to actually just be here hanging out with my buddy Mick.
There you go. So who knows what's going to happen? There was already weird people going through the studio. Who the hell was that? I don't know what's going on. Somebody's messing with my stuff again. Oh, God. What's going on today? Today's November 30th. That's right. The 334th day of the year? Yeah, I guess so.
Keep track of that?
I do.
Damn.
I keep track of that stuff. Wake up every morning and I go, wait a second, how many days?
It's Monday. It's Monday today, right? that's where I am.
Yeah. 31 days left in the year. Starting tomorrow. Last month. That's it. See? The math was easy. And I have a calendar that tells me the shit.
Well, yeah, that's why you don't need to do the math.
That's it. I don't really do the math. I just... Oh, God. What else is happening? Yes, well, we've conned Jamie into coming to the show. And... let's see. Black Friday. Oh, that was just on us again. Or the yearly... I don't know, what is that?
It's big Thanksgiving sales in the States. It's a giant deal. People get trampled and die. It's a good celebration.
No, I knew that. I was thinking more like it's associated, I think, with the plague.
Yeah, and wiping out indigenous cultures in North America, but
yeah,
the plague as well. There were plagues involved with that.
No, I was going to say it's a reminder, just in the human experiment, I guess, and the failures, the greed and the programming, I guess. That's they can sort of go, look how many people come and follow in like the sheep, and just every year. And just act like animals, and every year we get to see all the videos posted up to Facebook of all the people doing all the rotten things.
They made a movie about it. It was called The Purge.
Oh, so. Really?
No, not really, no.
Is that what that was about? I get it now. I just wasn't. You put it all together for me. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Oh, I get it.
Future of Thanksgiving.
I was like, I just didn't get this movie. The Purge. Oh, wait. Now I see. It's Thanksgiving. All right. Last night, what happened? Oh, I went to Zappa Plays Zappa and was treated to some of the most amazing music played by amazing musicians. That was good times. So good. In fact, I'm probably coming back here tomorrow night for Jam Night. Jams in the Kia Green right here at the Cannabis Culture Lounge, 307 West Hastings. So come on down.
Are you going to play some Zappa?
No, I'm not playing anything. I'll be smoking cannabis. Hopefully. Speaking of, yeah, lots of articles about cannabis in the news. Oh, by the way, here's something else today. I know nobody's here yet. Hopefully some people will show up. But we are having glass swap. That's right. It starts today. We didn't promo it much because everybody's been busy. But so if you have any clean glass, used glass that you're interested in swapping, come on down the show. See what we can do. I knew I forgot to bring something. I was going to bring some glass. I had a couple of bong bowls I wanted to swap out. I am no longer using. So that's something else.
I have a couple bonds without bowls, so maybe, we can just exchange.
There you are. I don't need, I'm sure I've got one. You could work something out here. Oh, interesting story. I clicked on this just this morning, and if you haven't heard about this, you might be interested. Do you use Visa? Do you have a Visa card?
I do, actually.
With who? What bank?
City. Ah,
okay. Well, turns out there was a BC gentleman that has decided to go public. Go public is like a CBC News segment. That if you're not having problems... Oh, what's going on? I got a text. Have a good show from Jeremiah Vandermeer. Thanks, dude. All right. So anyways, yeah, this is a CBC Online type of thing you can click on, and they'll sometimes pick up your story. Well, CBC News has investigated. This guy had... What is it? He had his Visa card switched from CIBC to TD in 2014 after the Aeroplan rewards program changed banks. When he saw this, he had to read 2 or 3 times to make himself believe what he was reading. And in the 66-page Visa cardholder agreement, now that allows TD Bank to collect details about anything and everything that you do online. I didn't realize this. I have a TD Visa.
Oh, yeah. No, those credit cards, they're pretty extensive in what they can do and what they can collect. I tried to avoid having one for a very long time, but it's hard to do that now. You need one to rent a car. You need one to sometimes just book a hotel room. So. Yeah,
it's handy having them, that's for sure. But anyways, this gentleman, his name is, what is his name? Colin Laughlin. And he has a background in privacy issues as a former journalist and communications specialist. And he said his radar was up when he saw the new TD Visa card and cardholder agreement arrive in the mail. He doesn't see any reason why the bank would have to have that kind of surveillance on anyone. It was slipped right into the fine print of the policy, and he knows the fact. He's well aware that most people don't read it. I didn't read it. 66 pages of really small print that they mail you in this little...
Yeah, and if you have a problem with it, it's basically just, okay, don't sign it.
Yeah, well, I was kind of too late. I mean, I'm already in. So 6 months later, he received another user agreement for a different TD Visa and realized nothing had changed, so he complained. He had originally complained... And TD said they were in the process of removing the browsing activity line from the agreement. In the meantime, it sent him what it called a personalized policy with the browsing activity line crossed out by hand and initialed by a senior officer in the bank's privacy office.
Damn.
Actually, in the story online, I saw the picture of that. He posted that. 6 months later, though, he received, like I say, another user agreement, same thing. And then it happened again a third time because he's been regularly complaining. So that's when he decided to contact this Go Public CBC, and they did the story. So it's been 18 months. They haven't changed the policy they promised that they were going to. And now he figures this is something that Canadians should know about. Well, yeah, thanks a lot, Colin. I'm glad you let me know. So now everybody else knows who doesn't read all these stories like I do. Go Public put the issue to the TD Bank Group, which responded with an email, a very personal email, saying the intention. That's like,
it doesn't say very personal.
How does that? I send you an email saying, well, it was our intention. Is that like ducking the thing or what? Nah. Our intention was to allow the bank to collect information only when customers use TD websites and TD mobile apps. So the statement said that TD has never at any time collected general information regarding details about customers' browsing activity or their browser or mobile device. The bank did remove the browsing clause from its online cardholder agreement, but it remains part of the printed version mailed out to its customers. They will change the paper agreements when they need to be reprinted, or I guess that means when they run out.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. When we use them all up and just get everybody hassling everybody. It will keep, however, the line that allows it to monitor customers' preferences and activities. It uses that information for banking purposes, including managing products, services, and assessing risk. What does that mean? Monitor preferences and activities, what, in my online banking or and everything?
Assessing risk is, interesting.
It has a creepy factor, says tech expert Sharon Polsky, president of the Privacy and Access Council of Canada. I didn't know we had one. And there you are. Call up Sharon if you have any questions. She believes that the kind of general wording in user agreements opens Canadians up to sharing far more than they intended, and not just with banks. Well, gee, I think I just sort of was saying that. I'm like, what does that mean? Read a little further. Yeah, nobody knows. It's vague. The waters are murky. Okay, well, I call it vague. People don't realize very often that their information is being disclosed. Under Canadian law, consent is needed in order to allow anyone to access your online activity. But the problem, most people don't realize that by signing up for a credit card or downloading any app, they are granting that permission.
Yeah, it's usually part of the user agreement for the app.
For the app it is, yeah. So, this is something, we kind of talked to this at the beginning of the show, and I was like, I think about it from time to time, and it's like this whole computer age, cell phone, smartphone, it's just one big tracking program. The whole thing is there. I mean, for the last couple of years, all we've been hearing about is all this online snooping and prying and bills to, to further online snooping by governments. They want to control the internet. I mean, this is just mass control, population monitoring, and nobody realizes it for what it is. We all but it's the way.
Well, that's just it. Some people do, actually, and it still doesn't really matter. I didn't actually sign up with Facebook until about 2009 because of all of the privacy agreement stuff, and eventually it just got to the point where I had to. And ultimately, it's been kind of nice because as somebody that's moved around or traveled a lot, it's a bunch of people that I hadn't seen or talked to in years were able to contact me, and that was really cool. But I also know very well that whatever I put up there, who knows who's going to see it, how it's going to be used, whether it's going to... I did have a friend whose picture showed up in some Facebook ad that Facebook themselves had created, so it leads to a lot of issues, especially if you are... this friend was actually a model, so she gets paid off of her pictures. So here's Facebook taking her pictures and using it in ads when that's actually what she's supposed to get paid for, right? So,
yeah, it's a double-edged sword. It really is. I mean, I got in late as well, and it was for business purposes only. And I even got in reluctantly going, oh no, here I'm back. This is it. I know what I'm signing up for.
Yeah.
But I've often said, if you want to really freak out the powers that be, I don't care what you want. You can call them Illuminati. You can call them the Bilderbergs. I don't care who you want to call them or group them as. But the people running the show, the people that are pulling strings, you want to piss them off huge. Would be if everybody just started using cash. they'd shit themselves for starters. And the other one would be is if everybody turned around and actually started using like a pencil again. You know, can you imagine like actually writing things down and sending a letter in the mail? Because you know how hard it is to open up a gazillion pieces of mail? It's discreetly. And then still get the mail out on time to write it. No, it's impossible. You would need huge warehouses full of people, which the word gets out. Can't be done. No, that's why you have to have warrants. Those were like safeguards that made sure that people didn't fuck up with your stuff.
Yeah.
Now you go online, you know, there never used to be identity theft. That only happened because of the computer.
Yeah, but you used to be able to just sign an X and go, yeah, that's me, and that was good enough. So
well, but people would check. They'd look at your X on your on your ID, right? They'd make sure that your X is matched. How about there was that guy who there was a story I did on one of my shows, and there was a guy I think down the States, and he noticed when they made him sign for his credit card on that pad with the stylus that he noticed nobody ever looked. They never bothered checking his signature against the card. They just made it sign. It was like nobody paid attention. So he started writing out like funny messages or signing like weird things and drawing different pictures. Well, the story ends up he was in Walmart. And he was like, he's just been taking it a little further every time, a little further. So he drew a picture of a penis. Well, this time the girl looked and went, "Oh, it doesn't match your card. I have to get the manager over." And they have a whole thing, so he has to explain the whole story out, and everybody had a good laugh, and it was all cool because he had lots of ID, obviously, like, not stealing $18 worth of household cleaner and paper towels, you know, trying to use somebody else's card. But it was kind of funny and that was just like nobody even, well, now you don't sign anymore, but.
Even when you do the electronic signatures, they never look anything like my signature at all. And in fact, it looks like somebody in grade 2 tried to forge my signature, and I've never had an issue having it accepted.
I never even sign my name. I just make a mark. I just go, and yeah, because it's not like, it's like sign, okay. See the sign, because look at the ones above and below on those. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
There's always a lot to make like Chinese characters.
Well, the last letter in my name sometimes gets extra loops. So the W becomes like a WW.
www.
Again, no one's noticed.
No,
it's never been a problem.
All right. What time is it? Oh my God, it's almost 4:20. Uh-oh. Oh, speaking of apps, yeah, it says here that 83% of apps can mine online info. We have the ability to access everything we do online. They can basically gather anything that's on your phone or any device your phone is attached to. They can tie into your contact list, the content of your tweets, your email, your text, your camera, the microphone, the whole shabill. Everything.
Well, and often it goes through third parties, like it goes through different IPs or something like that.
Oh, yep.
And those people can take it. So even if you've agreed to, not let your information go out, if it's not the company you agreed with, another company can take it. So it ends up becoming a problem trying to sort that out.
Well, I think one of the easiest ways to combat this is rather than try to, hey, everybody, welcome to the show. Visitors. Anyways, one of the nicest ways we can combat this is rather than actually try to fight it, I always say, we plant false information. That's more fun. It's just start, and it doesn't have to be like terrorist stuff. Just start putting up ridiculous things. Like, for instance, if I was starting to talk about, women's shoes a lot and stuff online, see if I get women's shoes ads, stuff.
That definitely happened.
Just redirect everything. Yeah. So it screws them up. So like it just completely wastes everything. It's like throwing a sand in the Vaseline. It just causes problems.
But all you're really doing then is annoying yourself, because then you're getting all these ads for things you don't care about, right? Like, I wouldn't have a problem getting ads for women's shoes all the time, but I'm not sure how, after a while, you'd get really annoyed with that. So.
I suppose, yeah. That was a bad example, I guess, but I don't know. I don't know. The whole thing, it just bugs me.
Pooched if you do, pooched if you don't.
You're totally pooched. All right. Look, it's 4:20. How come my alarm didn't go off? Legalize it. Happy 420. All right. Whoa. You're gonna...
Malcolm, dab with me. It's 420.
They're quietly playing Legalize It in the other room. What the hell?
That's what they're doing.
All right.
Now that's running in my head.
The slider's not working.
Oh.
Just need the technological advantage of a lighter. To spark the torque sometimes. Sparkies on this one must be broke. Not my equipment.
What the hell? Who are you talking about?
All right, there we go. Okay. So here's another story that's been going around. This is actually from Leafly. I don't know if you saw this one, but can you imagine if a liquor store clerk had to cap each customer's purchase based on the total alcohol content? So what? Like they're saying it could be like 16 bottles of beer, 6 bottles of wine, or 2 bottles of scotch. And what if you wanted to buy a little bit of each? That could be a little trickier. Now imagine if it was important for the clerk to be knowledgeable about the different effects of each type of alcoholic drink. For example, if tequila energizes the body or gin stimulates the brain, while whiskey does a bit of both. As I don't think is the case. But if you're confused, because I know I was, then you'll appreciate the hard work of bud tenders who have to know these things to serve cannabis customers properly. You would know a bit about this.
A little bit.
A little bit, eh? The job requires special training is in many ways more complex than managing alcohol sales. In other words, it's not likely that both can be handled under the same roof by the same set of employees. And that's a good point. I know Greg on his show last week, Marijuana Man. I know he was talking a bit about the fact that he didn't want people with, dealing alcohol anywhere near his marijuana. No. And I totally agree. I mean, I don't even want to be shopping in the same store with drunk people.
Well, this is
alcohol users.
One of the huge things, right? Like, you don't go to the liquor store to talk to the clerk about, what brands of beer are working best for you, or they have no idea. They don't care. They don't have time. There's a line behind them. Move on, right?
That's it. Yeah.
I think a lot of this is coming from the fact that in Washington State, the Liquor Control Board is responsible. So I think certain people have kind of jumped to the conclusion that means in liquor stores, which even if they got control, doesn't mean it's going to be in liquor stores. No,
and I think people just are assuming, oh yeah, that's the way it should go because it's going to be controlled. So we'll put it in a government store, with that kind of attitude, which, I mean, look where liquor's sold in BC. It's sold out of, stores attached to bars. Well, I don't think that's appropriate for weed sales. Attached to a bar?
No, not attached to a bar. But
no, exactly.
That's my vapor lounge might be a good idea.
Exactly, or in a vapor lounge.
Exactly.
So the whole place is full of knowledgeable staff who have the training, who have the licenses. That makes a lot more sense to me. Yeah, but Stoner Advisory, our producer, is saying split them up. I says, you split them up, yeah, like really far. Build a fence around them. I mean, there's so many other problems that come with alcohol. We'll talk about another story, too. You may have heard the One Punch thing going on in Vancouver. Well, it's a terrible story, but we'll get to that. Anyhow, but basically, last week or so, 2 political officials have suggested such a thing as possible. November 19th, Manitoba Premier Greg called on Prime Minister Justin to allow liquor marts to manage the province's cannabis market. And then on November 21st, Warren, head of the OPSEU, that's a union representing Ontario liquor store employees, similarly called for each province's liquor retailers to manage the sale of legal cannabis. Their arguments are similar. Liquor store employees are already trained in handling of sales of controlled substances restricted to adults of legal drinking age. They know how to check for identification and to refuse service to anyone who appears intoxicated. Bullshit.
Who can get a job in the liquor store? Everyone.
Yeah.
Anybody can get a job in a liquor store if you're old enough and you know.
Well, and anybody that works in a Max or a 7-Eleven or a corner store also has the same experience in terms of cigarettes. So it's kind of a bizarre.
Exactly.
argument.
I was just thinking that, the same thing. And it's liquor sold in all kinds of these. I mean, in Alberta, they have a store called Liquor Mart. It's a chain. It's a huge chain, Liquor Mart. I'd like to see who the team of experts that work at the Liquor Mart, at the big chain store, the big box Liquor Mart.
But apparently they're very good at being a liquor store.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if they're running a liquor store well, then good for them. But I still... Oh, God. Before Canada decides on who can sell cannabis, the federal government needs to figure out how it's sold. Well, I would say for money, but bitcoins, if you are, well, I don't know. Buttons, smiles,
Trade.
barter. Ooh, I like that one. How we're going to sell it by the barter system. You have to work it off. You want weed, you're going to have to do some work. There you go.
Or get
What?
someone else to do it.
She's
for
looking
you.
at me funny. What?
It's just like all this craziness going on in chat.
What's going on in chat?
I don't know.
I don't know either. How many people?
There's 26 viewers. There's craziness going on.
Hi, thanks for tuning in today. I hope you're enjoying the show. Any questions? Good. Always keep questioning. Okay. The country's going to have to... What is this all going on? Okay. Basically, it's saying there's a distinction between medicine and recreation. No, it's the same damn weed. It just depends on what you're using it for. That's the other side of that coin. They're not realizing that.
Well, but that's where it starts to get muddled a little bit too, right? Because it's the same person that I wouldn't mind working in a recreational store. I wouldn't necessarily want working in a medical store. It's the same thing we were talking about the knowledge. It needs to be a lot more specialized for medical dispensaries, right? And it's like you said, it's about the use. It's not about anything else. It's about the knowledge that you need when you're accessing the product.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I can see that. I still think, though, it's pretty easy for any dispensary, or let's say a dispensary as in a place that sells marijuana, not for one reason or another, but how it would not be easy to say, well, we have a trained medical bud tender on our staff of distributors of bud tenders. Yeah. So is your medical? Yeah, I have questions medical. Okay, we'll get you an appointment with our medical person who's on staff, and and even whatever personalized consultation, yeah. And then because once people usually get started down the road, they usually quickly fall into something they like, and when somebody's just giving them the introduction.
Well, and it'll also happen, like in Colorado, you've got medical dispensaries that will also serve recreational patients. That makes sense. They're being charged differently, and it's the same knowledge. Mm-hmm. So that makes total sense.
Yeah.
Here in Canada, of course, we've got Canadian Association of Medical Cannabis Dispensaries, certified ones, and even if we don't end up
Cam
with a
CD?
carve-out, that would be the one. But even if we don't end up with a carve-out for medical, the market itself would deal with a lot of those issues. Like, it wouldn't deal with the fact that it's a medicine and people shouldn't be paying recreational taxes on a medicine, particularly if they need it for a condition. But in terms of access and everything else, a market would support a dispensary in a fully recreational market would still support a dispensary that catered to a specific crowd, namely medical cannabis patients. So it would also be a lot easier then, because then the recreational ones don't have to pretend so much to be medical, and then it becomes very easy for people to decide which one they want to go to.
Yeah. And the other thing is, where's the backlog going to come? Because as we know now, you'd have to say, yeah, there is a pretty good percentage of medical users that probably would fall more into the recreational side of things, if we were really to be honest.
Well, this is where it becomes
there's a lot of people who have looked for. I mean, people who've gone. There is the line where they say, "Oh, everybody can find something they're going to use cannabis for." It makes me feel better, right? Like I don't kill any. I didn't kill anyone today, right? Like those are okay. So if it gets down to that, it's almost like, yeah, well, you could call that medical, but I'm just going to say it's just preventive.
Well, yeah, it's therapeutic. Right?
Therapeutic, so it starts to drop off of medical real quick, is what I'm getting at. I'm just trying to be honest. That's all.
No, it's totally true. But
and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just saying, like, let's.
Right, like for patients that actually need more specialized knowledge, that can be a problem, right? So that's really where it comes down to, is what do the patients need, and so that's
there you are. It's
that
the
should
need.
be the defining line.
So we need lots of dispensaries.
Yes.
And lounges.
So with experience, and
And I will say too, it's the iToken Public is still on, still going. Feel free to use the hashtag iToken Public. Get out there and what was that? Oh, turning it up. Oh, nice, thank you. Just turning the heat on. That's good. Hey, welcome to the show, guys. Well, good. Where are you guys from? Surrey. Came all the way down from Surrey. Cool. Nice. Get high. We are. We're good. All right. Doors closed. The heat is on. Rock and roll. You're back in your co-pilot seat? All right. Good stuff. All right. Let's get into another story. This is a great story. Can I get you to put the link up in the chat for me? Recently, I just did an article in the 12 High Chicks magazine, who I write for, about a young woman in Toronto. That's right, Amy Anonymous. You know Amy Anonymous? Amy Brown? That's right. Well, Amy, for the last 4 years, has gone out and, with the help of other people in the community, in the cannabis community, put on a thing called Milk and Cookies and Cannabis for the Homeless. Anyhow, Megan's put the link up in chat, so you'll be able to click on that. It's not a long article. This is a short one because it's not a lot to really say. It's pretty just to the point, and that's it. And there is a link in that article for this video, but actually I'm going to play it for you guys now. So sit back and watch this vid. It's the video is 16 and a half minutes. I normally don't play long vids like this, but this one's worth it, so check it out.
Hey everybody, this is Amy Anonymous. This is Milk and Cookies for the Homeless, Milk and Cookies and Cannabis for the Homeless 2014. This is the 4th year we've done this, and today happens to be a protest. It is fucking beautiful. Do you see the people in Toronto have come together against police brutality, against racial profiling, against so much? So while we're doing this, our awesome citizens are also doing this. Back to this, so I find this is a little hard compared to this. I want to thank everyone that helped make this happen. I mean, as I said, this is the 4th year we've done this, and this is the entire cannabis community coming together. I would say Toronto's, but I mean, I got donations from my friend in Nova Scotia, a fisherman named Corey Emerald, who donates money just to see this event happen. I have so many people I need to thank for this. It's going to take me a bit. I'm going to read them off my phone again because it gets bigger and better every year. This year we have winter jackets. We have 50 gift bags we're going to give away to the people on the streets, and this is so beautiful. Thank you. So thank you to Angie. Thank you to Sean, Dylan, Corey, like I just said, Saga City Stoners, Kyle Stay Highnet, Matt Murnau's mom, Matt Murna's grandma. These people are knitting scarves for me all year long in order to make this event happen. How beautiful is that? Tracy Curley, my lovely friend Ms. Dubin, Mr. Dube, my artist folks, Cannabis Events, PJ, G5, Alicia, Rocky, Soul Exchange Canada, Jaffe from the Soul Exchange, Sarah, all the members at Canju for donating all these items as well to help make this happen. Dutch, Mike, Studs, and Paul. I am missing names. I can see, etc., etc., etc. I'm so sorry. You guys all helped make this happen. I want to thank you so much. Let's get this started. Okay, guys, we saw another sis. We're just going to stop. Hey, my name's Amy. What's your name? It's nice to meet you. How's your day going? I saw you the other day on a video, actually. I think it was you. You weren't, no one was talking to you, but I saw you in the background of the video, Young and Dundas Square. Which size are you? Extra large? Okay, I have this. So this is an extra large. It's got an extra large coat, socks, milk, cookies, hats, cannabis. There's a food card. Yeah, there's a food card there. Give me a hug. Happy holidays. It's great meeting you. You're gonna be okay. Things are gonna get better. Thank you. You're welcome. Enjoy. How's that? Is that good? Ooh, you got big boobs. I want to touch your boobs. Let's see. You want some help? Here, I'll get this one. You get that one. Okay? This better? Now in here, hon, there's some other things as well. I've got some socks, a hat, some gloves, there's milk. Do you medicate with cannabis?
Yeah, can I get it back?
Yeah, do you use cannabis?
Yeah.
Here you go, miss. Merry Christmas. My name's Amy. What's your name? Nice to meet you. I have a gift for you.
Yeah, I just got one earlier.
Did you? I got another one for you. This one here has a coat.
Yeah, this is kind of too tight.
Is it? This one's an extra large. Do you think this will fit you?
Oh, yeah.
And then we've got some cookies, some cannabis.
Oh, really?
We've got hand warmers, some socks, and a hat.
Okay.
Did you want all of that?
Sure.
Merry Christmas.
thanks, Merry Christmas.
Have a great holiday
Yeah,
season.
yeah.
You enjoy, sir.
Okay.
Hey, I'm Amy. What's your name?
Paul.
Paul, nice to meet you. What's your name?
Brad.
Brad. Nice to meet you. I got gifts for you guys.
Oh,
Let me
really?
see what I got here. These are for ladies, and these are for men. What do you guys look like? Who's the large? Who's the extra large? You look like the extra large, and you look like the
I'm
large.
large, yeah.
So in here we've got some coats, hats, socks, gloves. You okay with cannabis?
Oh, sweet.
Yeah? Yeah, you remember me. I remember you. Yeah,
Merry Christmas.
you guys enjoy. So I
All right.
come over. Hey, do you remember me? I'm Amy. How are you today? Good skin, Sammy. I got a gift for you. What size are you?
About a medium.
About a medium. Do you think you could wear a large? Do you like pink or do you like brown? We've got pink or we've got a nice brown jacket.
I like the pink one.
Yeah, I think the pink would look best on you too. In here we've got some socks, gloves, hand warmers. You should get the hand warmers on. And some cookies. There's a $5 gift card for McDonald's and some cannabis.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
Here. You enjoy. Happy holidays. Get some of those socks on your feet so that they warm up, okay? You have a great day. Merry Christmas. Come on. Of course you can. What size are you?
Medium.
Medium? Okay, let me see what I got here. You got a women's medium?
Is that one?
Woo! Now, I want to tell you, there is cannabis in here, and I know you're not allowed to have it in there. Would you like me to take it off? Or would you like it? There's cannabis on this as well. No? Okay, I'm going to get rid of that. I'm just asking, exactly.
Thank you.
You take that. Enjoy. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Okay. You coming too? Awesome! All right. What size are you?
I'm, I would say medium.
Medium?
Small medium, but probably medium's better.
Probably a medium. Okay, let's see what we got here. I got a woman's large. Woman's large. Do we have a medium?
No, all larger ones.
I have a small or a large. What do you think?
I'll have a large.
You'll have a large? Okay. Now, I know you guys are not allowed to have cannabis inside, and there's cannabis on here. Would you like me to take it off?
Take it off.
Okay. See? You gotta ask, right? Here you go.
Thank you.
Enjoy. There's a food cart from McDonald's in there. What's your name?
Linda.
Linda, I'm Amy. Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
Okay, what's your name?
Tammy.
Tammy. Amy, nice to meet you. My sister's name's Tammy. Which size are you?
Large or extra?
Large or extra large? Let's see what we got here. Okay, so we've got some ideas. Do you like polka dots? Do you like red?
Yeah,
You like red? Okay. Same deal. You want me to take the cannabis out? I didn't think so. You know what? In that case, I'm just going to give you the other ones I took off. Hold on one sec, Tammy.
Like one. We'll just smoke it outside. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Merry Christmas. There you go. Have a hug. Merry Christmas, Tammy. Enjoy. Have a great day. Medium.
I don't think I am.
I think
What size
you're
are you?
I'm a small. Oh, you're too awesome. I got a gift for you. Let me see if I got a medium. Do we have a medium?
Yes, we have a medium
Sweet.
and we have 2 larges.
Do you think you're a medium or a large? I think you're a medium, but what do you think?
I think I'm a large.
You think you're a large?
But,
Okay.
I'll do the medium.
How much? Are you sure?
Of course.
Okay.
Everything.
Do you want to try the jacket on? Yeah, here.
The jacket?
There's a jacket. Yeah.
Pretty jacket?
Yeah. You know what? I like the large one better. Pass me the large.
Kind of large
This has
one.
got a
Yeah.
black jacket in this one.
Here. Black jacket or... Kim, can you grab that? It's going to fall.
Yeah, this has got a brown jacket and
Say something.
Okay, how about this? Try this one.
Have to be outside in the.
Well, I want to make sure it fits you. Oh, what? You got the ballin' jacket. Try that on. Look, it's got leather. It's Guess.
Brand new?
Uh-huh.
You serious?
Yeah.
You give me a brand new
We
gift
just
jacket?
washed them. My dog fur is on it, but of course I'm giving that to you.
Brand new gift.
Yeah, why not? You're worth it. Aren't you?
Of course.
Exactly. So here's what we got in here for you. Let's see.
It's cute.
Oh, yeah, that's you.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
So now.
But this is a small large, just so you know. So normally you're a medium.
I don't mind being a large.
Here's what else we got. So we got milk, cookies, we got a
Dad,
scarf.
Who's he?
He's my
I
friend.
don't like him.
It's okay, you don't have to stare at him. We don't even have to film you. Okay, enough of that. Give me a hug. Can I film this? Can I film the hug?
You can film the
hug? Okay.
Can we go closer? Can you come closer?
Merry Christmas.
She's a real sister.
Amazing. You know, again, I just want to keep reiterating how many people help make this happen. I know I'm the only one giving this stuff out, but I read off to you a list of over 20 people that helped make this possible. And if it wasn't for them and their gracious gifts that they gave me to make this happen, this wouldn't happen. At least not to the extent that it does. I mean, it's a set that keeps growing and growing. And next year I have a feeling this event's going to get a little different because with the rate it's growing, I can't do this alone anymore.
My name's Mike. I'm on camera now. I'm fucking famous.
You are.
The
Mike,
most
I got a
famous
gift for
homeless
you.
person that's ever lived. Hello.
I got a gift for you. But you have options here. Do you like white jackets? Would you wear a white jacket? Okay. So there's a jacket in here, hat, gloves, there's hand warmers. There's a shitload of socks in here. Milk, cookies I make myself. I'm a baker in the city. There's no marijuana in these, but there's marijuana here. And then there's a coffee
can have
cart.
that?
This is for you.
Oh,
Merry
really?
Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
It's great meeting you.
There's a coffee cart in there.
Yeah, go get some food afterwards.
How much is it worth?
I think there's $5 or $10. There's a few different
Holy shit.
ones in there, so I'm not sure. But just go ask them and they'll let you know. And there's a hand warmer in there too. Happy holidays, okay?
Happy holidays.
Enjoy. Merry Christmas. You too. Thank you. Here, miss. I have a gift for you. I don't want to scare you. I have a gift for you, okay? Here you go. Happy holidays, okay? You're very welcome. It's nice to meet you. There's some hand warmers in there and a new coat. And there's some food. So do you medicate with cannabis? Do you use marijuana? You don't want that, no? Marijuana, and then there's cookies. There's hand. That's for McDonald's, so you can go get food. Okay? Enjoy. Happy holidays. You're very welcome. Okay. It is extremely cold out here. Extremely cold. Don't let the weather look fool you. Although the snow is melting, it's incredibly cold. My toes are frozen. I've only been out here for about an hour and a half, 2 hours. Could you imagine how these people feel?
Yeah, so there's body wash, snacks, some food,
hand sanitizer,
Kleenex, mittens, juice, toothpaste, toothbrushes, a Christmas card, a Tim's card, and we personalized a Christmas card for all of them.
When did you guys start doing this?
Well, years ago
First year? Okay.
When we were kids, we used to do it all the time when we were in high school. So my mom would bundle us all up, and we'd come down as a family.
Oh, you're a good mom.
So my sister actually was down here at 10 o'clock in the morning, so she did a run. She's pregnant, but she did her run earlier, and now we're doing 2 other streets that she didn't do.
Crazy, isn't it? See? Our city is full of some top-notch people. Keep that in mind next time you think that we're all screw faces. Going to BC?
Yeah.
Amy, what's your name?
Martin.
Martin, nice to meet you. I got a gift for you.
What?
I got a gift for you. It's like pre-BC.
Oh, see?
Coat, hat, gloves. What size are you? Large? Extra large?
Extra large, yeah.
Extra large?
Yeah.
Here you go. Merry Christmas. Enjoy your trip to BC,
Thank you.
okay? You're very welcome. Happy holidays.
Let's go.
All right, come on. Okay. Okay, so in here there's hats, gloves, socks, there's milk cookies, there's hand warmers. I made these cookies myself. Cannabis, a lighter, rolling papers, and then...
Go, Bruno!
Don't worry, we're all gonna get... What size are you, hon?
I don't know.
You don't know? You look like you'd be a medium? Okay. Same thing. What size are you? What size are you? Probably a large? Okay. Large. Here we go, hon. Here you go. Enjoy. What size are you? Medium? Okay. Medium, Jamie? Right there. This is medium, yeah. Medium. And do we have a ladies one? Sweet. Happy holidays, okay? I'm sorry, I didn't get all your names. I'm Amy. Nice to meet you, Max. What's your name?
Bruno.
Bruno, it's very nice to meet you. What's your name? Chris, it's really nice to meet you. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas, okay? Oh, this is a lovely jacket. I'm gonna give you another jacket too, because I know it's cold outside. Here we go. Let's see. We got a style of the ladies, right? Oh yeah, this one's got the Gucci scarf. So you got a Gucci scarf? Yeah. In here, there's gloves, hats, scarves, milk.
Cards, so you guys can keep the milk.
You don't. Oh, then that makes sense. You don't want that. What about cookies? Can we eat cookies? Give them to your friends. Some cannabis and there. Go get some McDonald's with your friends, guys.
Thank you.
Holidays. Oh my gosh, you're so sweet.
I seen you somewhere. I seen you on like on Instagram, like Cannabis. Like we're all like freeway standing up and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, hon. Here, come here. So there's a jacket in here. Some gloves. This is a really nice jacket. Oh look, I think you just might have got the Raptors jacket. Whoa. Let's make sure it fits you, hon. Try this on. Put a sweater under it too. Try it on. Just make sure it fits.
What if it's socks, Philip?
Oh, honey, look at that. Yeah, you good. You good. There's some cannabis in there too. honey. Enjoy. Happy holidays, okay? Who do we have that's a large here? Oh, he's before you. You be next. Hold on, hon. Okay, next large. Next large. What's your name?
My name is Shaq.
Amy.
Nice to meet you, Amy.
How are you doing, Shaq? Oh, you're so sweet. Happy holidays. You're very welcome. Do you like this hat?
It's actually really cute.
Yeah? Okay, cool. Cool, because it's important being a girl that you like what you get, right? What about these?
Those are cute.
That's cool? Okay. Then we got some girl stuff.
Okay.
I made these cookies myself. I think you're really going to like them.
I love that.
You're hot.
Thank you so much.
Happy holidays, okay?
Yeah, you too.
Enjoy. Enjoy.
This present is so long. Thank you so much. Yes. Of course.
Merry Christmas, you know. We think about you a lot. Have a great day. Ladies, one of you guys, I'll take this whole thing here and go off. It's good. Here. Enjoy. What? You kidding? Sweetie, we are out of stuff, but I want to give this to you before we go. Here. What's your name?
I'm Sarah.
I'm Amy, Sarah. It's nice to meet you. I've got some different things in here. So socks, hats, there's some tampons and some cookies and some gift cards, okay?
Okay, what kind of gift cards?
From McDonald's. Let me just put this on your arm here.
All right, thank
There
you.
you go. You're welcome. Are you okay to get across the street? Here, let me walk with you.
All right, thank you.
You're very welcome. Watch out, hon. Merry Christmas, everyone. I hope you enjoy. Okay, guys. That's a wrap. Milk and Cookies for the Homeless is done. I know we could have went to a bunch of different people on the street, but this is Covenant House. This is where children go when they have nowhere to go. And when I saw this, I couldn't not stay here. So that's it. Thank you. I can't stand still. Thank you. I know my hands are moving around. I got jazz hands. Thank you again to everybody that helped make this happen. Next year's going to be much bigger, much better. And look at the smile on their faces. I don't know what to tell you other than thank you. Thank you. Huge success. Till the next time. Till next year, guys. Lots of love. You guys are freaking awesome. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. And Merry Christmas.
Just go ahead. All right. Yeehaw, we're back. And yes, long video, but a good one. Had to put that up because it's such a really good thing that Amy's doing. And you can get a hold of Amy on Facebook, Amy Brown, and if you want, and send her a message there. And if you want to ask if you can help out in any way, I know she's taking cash donations. You can contact her. She's got an account. Check it out. Or if you're in the Toronto area, look up on Facebook, Milk and Cookies and Cannabis for the Homeless group, and you could keep in touch with the fundraisers and things like that she's putting on and get involved. Yeah, good thing. Set one up in your own hometown, man. If you know some homeless people, I'm sure, go by, hey, you guys want some weed? I'm sure they'll be like, what? Yeah. No, I got no money, dude. No, here, free. Yeah, everyone likes free weed.
Sure.
Yeah. Anyhow, speaking of weed, us, no. But you probably heard this, what they come out with in Ontario.
They're all excited.
All excited. Yeah, look, we can puff anywhere, vaporize anywhere. All I need is my prescription. Woohoo! Until the next day.
Yeah. So like 90 years to get there and less than 24 hours to get back.
Yeah, but I mean, there's a lot of talk. People were all, blah, blah about it on, the internet, the interweb. But still, you have to think about it in perspective. We smoke, for 90 years, we smoked anywhere we want anyways. Well, not for 90, but for the last decade or so, it's pretty much, I token public, hashtag. Can't be a activity without a hashtag now. But no, we're smoking out in public, anyways. But yeah, I think the intention is there.
Yeah, well,
it's good intention.
I was a little confused because one of the arguments that came up was like, well, what if they're smoking in playgrounds? And my first thought was, well, what if it's midnight?
Yeah.
Right? I've smoked in playgrounds at midnight,
Yeah.
but I
What
wouldn't
if
do
it-
that during the day if it's like filled with kids and parents. That's
But
just,
what if it was, to me, I was thinking, well, I've smoked in playgrounds too, but, it's a rainy day, no one's around, I got an umbrella, we're going to go stand over here by the playground and puff this joint because there's absolutely nobody anywhere near here. Yeah. It's like, that's exactly, see, the thing that I think was, and now this was interesting, I'm glad you brought that up, because I watched the Minister of Health, the Ontario Minister of Health, forget her name, she was asked about the playground thing, and then her answer on television was, to the media at the attendance, was, well, we expect the operators of these playgrounds to be in attendance.
Yeah.
And I thought, oh, there's the stupid meter.
It was an odd, it
Because
was an odd statement.
she could have said, because really, a real smart thing for her to say would have been, and tongue-in-cheek, she said, well, we know that most cannabis users have better judgment.
Yeah.
Or that, well, we know that cannabis doesn't impair people's judgment like alcohol, so we're not really too worried about that. Well, people drink in parks all the time and leave all their empties, I might add. Hey, Karina. Bud Tender and Vapor Lounge employee Karina's decided to join us in the very special, I might add, and newly formed fan favorite seating over here to my immediate right.
Yeah, let's get set up.
You're in the hot seat now. That's right. And look, we've had a lovely added decoration to the set while we were on video.
Yeah.
Anyhow, so I like the way they. Oh, here's her name, Health Minister, Ontario Health Associate Health Minister, Dipka Damarla. She quickly reversed course Thursday over concerns about exposure to secondhand cannabis smoke in restaurants, theaters, offices, and other public spaces where tobacco smoking is banned. We already have that now. I was, last night, I was at the Commodore Ballroom for Zappa Plays Zappa. Amazing show. Absolutely stoked. And we ended up puffing in there. It just happens.
I think it's just kind of a way of forcing people to be discreet, because I've seen people vaping in restaurants too, right?
I know.
And so as long as it's illegal, they're at least going to try and hide it. But as soon as it becomes legal, then you may end up with, like, you know, I don't
Wide
know,
open
stereotype
use.
frat boys, but, you know, something.
Well, I think at some point that's what it becomes. They just realize. I think it's already people are just smoking up everywhere, and when someone's smoking pot, you notice.
It's true.
Like, it does smell up the block. Like, oh yeah, someone's smoking it. Can you imagine if 10 people were smoking a joint on the same block, walking around all up and down corners in just various areas? Would be just
Commercial drive.
commercial drive.
I've already had people complain about how entirety of commercial drive is possible.
So, as always, usually in these cases, things sort themselves out.
Yeah.
People move into areas where they like that, and people who don't like it move to areas where they don't have to deal with that, where there's fewer people who want to, smoke weed. See you later, Karina. Thanks for blowing kisses. We're loved here. Anyhow, I think there's just still a little bit of that prohibition hysteria attached to that one.
Well, and stigma that it has anything to do with cigarettes whatsoever, right? Like, people seem to agree that Harper was crazy when he said that it was
Harper.
infinitely
Who?
worse. But I think a lot of people still equate the two, even though they're not the same, right? Like,
I was curious. We haven't heard anything about Harper in the news lately. I'm wondering how the view from under that rock is. Just as well.
I do know that Justin let him take the government plane to Calgary.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, because he wanted him out pronto. It was the quickest way to get him out. It was the quickest way to have that guy as far away from Ottawa as possible. So, fuck it, we'll put you on a private jet. We don't give a shit. You're out of here. Don't let that door hit you on the ass on the way out. Get on the plane.
It's kind of true.
I think that was it. He was shuffled off as fast as possible. Don't want to hear no more from you, motherfucker. Nope. What, you think that's funny? I'm sure Harper does. Send him a message under a rock. Yeah, speaking of, so there's Newfoundland and Labrador is having an election, 2015. And there's a story, too. It says, yeah, the Tories, they're trying to hang on to power there. They've been in office for 12 years. So the Liberals are hoping to build momentum from a string of by-election wins over the last 2 years. The Tory leader, Paul Davis, is a former police officer. Imagine. Who just became premier 13 months ago. And he's facing Liberal leader Dwight Ball and NDP leader Earl McCurdy, who are also running in their first elections as leaders of the parties. So this should be interesting to see what happens there if Conservatives get another ass-kicking. Who knows? I don't know what goes on in... well, I really don't. We don't hear a lot about, the ins and outs, the fine-tunings of the maritime politics.
It's kind of true.
You got to really pay attention. Yeah. Too much else. But this I like, because this is even better. conservative leadership race. It's now there's a story they're saying the Tories may want to put that off till 2017. I say I don't know. I keep sending in like mail that's saying I think come on my vote's for Michelle Rempel.
Oh, right, you were talking about her.
Yeah. Oh no, she has nothing but entertainment. All the comedians, trust me. And if you write for comedy or are involved in comedy, you are like, oh yeah, Michelle Rempel. Fuck yeah. Number one, go Michelle Rempel, leader of the Conservatives. Please, I beg you. Oh God, there's a good line in this story if I can find it. Meanwhile, Rona Ambrose, remember her? She has the task of having to rebuild from scratch a leader's office that was virtually deserted after federal elections as the people around Harper scattered. It's like they scuttled off like clams, or like little crabs. I was... God. Yes, and another thing too. Oh, we should make note. This is also on the good side. Raising funds as a party when you don't have a leader is difficult. Yeah, it's hard to go to your base and ask for money now when you don't even have a leader. Like they don't really have everything just kind of falls away. And I think with all the good that Justin's doing, it won't be long. These people will be history. They'll lose a lot more base.
A lot of their supporters have money and support the principal more than the leader anyway, right? Which is why they lost some of them in this last election.
Yeah, but they hurt them though. You know, I mean, the very first thing, even when they first got elected, what's his name was the finance minister who died, Joe Flaherty, late Joe Flaherty. They promised up and down all during their campaign, I think it was in 2006, that they wouldn't tax income trusts. Income trusts were a tax loophole, and a lot of people in business use them. Within a week of being elected, they put a tax on income trusts. It was like one of the first things they did. And a lot of their people in their base that vote conservative, they lost huge, but they all seem to forget about it real quick.
Well, that was it. You did that early, right? And then you got a long time.
Well, they gave it back to them in tax breaks later on anyways, that's why.
So you take their own money and give it back to them.
That's what they did. It's exactly what was done. They gave back the money that they took from some of us, not all of us. Anyhow. So, what else is going on? We should probably do the countdown calendar, maybe? I don't know. What else? Oh, this was good.
That's the good one, yeah.
This is good. Let's talk about this story.
I'm glad you have that in there.
Yeah, well, I just found it near the end here. Well, let's play a video, and then we'll come back and watch this.
Nice.
Let's play the one above, the first Zappa one. Yes, please. A little shot on my phone at the Commodore, 2.5 minutes worth of Frank Zappa. Yo, check it out. For phone. Hey, all right. A little bit of Frank Zappa. Always good to play Frank Zappa. Can't get enough. I was actually Dweezil Zappa playing Frank Zappa.
Very cool.
Yeah. Anyhow. So this is another story out of Quebec. Really? Stories out of Quebec? Do we have another one? I don't know. It's a story out of Quebec. Some stories come out of Quebec
It's true.
that aren't French.
That's true too. More come out that are French, but I don't know.
All right. Anyways, this is the best part of the story is the fact that it is showing the sense, again, with the way things are going. Like the Ontario government wanting to say, all right, go ahead and vape anywhere, smoke your weed if you're medical. It's the same attitude here. A Quebec judge has called out Canada's ridiculous marijuana laws, noting that lawyers and others who work in the legal system are probably getting high themselves.
Yeah.
Judge Pierre Chevalier, I hope I'm saying that right, maybe not, recently handed down a fine to a man who was prosecuted for having 30 marijuana plants of $1. You pay 1 loonie on the way out the door. Mario, 46, he suffers from pain stemming from a car accident and was found in possession of the plants illegally after he tried unsuccessfully to get a medical marijuana prescription from his doctor. According to the Crown Counsel in his case, that he requested he be jailed for 90 days in order to pay a $250 fine.
Right, 90 days of jail and a
Yeah.
$250 fine.
Yeah, that's what the Crown was asking for, 90 days and $250. But the judge dismissed that recommendation and said LaRoche was the victim of a system that does not give people access to a natural medicine that goes back centuries. This guy sounds like a real common sense dude.
Right? Well, he did his research.
Or he's just a smoker himself. And he just knows. He knows what he's talking about. Characterizing current marijuana laws as obsolete, he added that there is little doubt that Crown attorneys, defense lawyers, and judges are among the 50% of Canadians who use weed.
50% of Canadians who admit using weed.
Admit using weed. I think it's like 72% of Canadians actually, if realistically they average it out, have used or used marijuana at least once a month. Like, that's a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, what is it? We're the second in the world per capita of admitted users.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that stat. Come on, go Canada. We can do better. We are number one. All we got to do is get more people to come out of the closet. We're probably there.
Pretty close, pretty close. Although there is a percentage of those under 5 or...
The judge also went on to say, I think it's time we look much more leniently at things that happen. He also expressed approval of Prime Minister Justin Trudeau's plans to legalize weed. We've stagnated on this in Canada because politically the people were probably not ready for laws to evolve to this level. He said, and adding, previous politicians have been too afraid of losing votes to change the laws. Yes, true, we have chicken shits for politicians. Most of them. Members of the Quebec Liberal government have expressed concern over legalization, whatever that means. What? You fucking miss lunch? Public Safety Minister Lisa said public safety needs to be a priority when the new laws roll out. With taxes, LaRoche was fined a grand total of $1.30.
There's taxes on fines?
Yeah, in Quebec, yeah. But here, too, they've got those victim assessments or something. You pay into a fund or something, yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, you pay fines, and then they tax shit onto your fine.
So how much did that cost for, like, the court time and everything? The Crown's time?
I mean, the fact that the cops' time to go bust them and remove the 40 plants and then process that,
and destroy them.
all of that, yeah, that's it. There you go. Destroy them, and what that translates to grow them out and behind the cop shop, you mean, for the cops' use? Is that what you mean by destroy them?
They do actually have an incinerator room. There is an incinerator room.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the incinerator room. We know what's going on. That's the smoking lounge. How many couches are in the incinerator room?
Where does the chimney go?
Yeah. We all just sit around and meet in the incinerator room. We're going to destroy some drugs, you know. Meet you down there. Oh, Lord. All right, I'll do the countdown calendar and then we'll watch another video. Actually, you know what? No, we're going to watch this video because it's just too damn funny.
Which one is that?
This is the one, eh? Yeah. All right. Yeah, go back. I'll talk a bit. First, I want to tell you, you've all probably heard about the Russian plane that apparently, allegedly, that ISIS shot down. Mm-hmm. So this video, it's a little tongue-in-cheek. It's meant to be humorous, but even though it's funny, don't lose the real message behind it, because it's meant to be it's the sarcasm involved. So go ahead, roll this one. Those subtitles, watch closely. No, they will.
نقف الآن على أحد الجبهات في ريف حمص الشمالي لرصد الطيران كما ترون. وهذه رشاشات الجيش الحر تقوم بالتصدي له. حركة تحرير حمص التصدي للطيران. الله الذي يقوم بالإجراءات المدنيين. الله أكبر الله أكبر. التصدي للطيران الحربي. حركة تحرير حمص 19/10/2015. ليك اجتناها كصب نكسيتها. لا بعدما فشل بمحاولات عدة اقتحامها نقف الآن على أحد الجبهة. عيني نكسي الله أكبر. طبت علينا اللهم اجعل بلدنا الله أكبر الله أكبر.
Hey, this is Charles Bausman, the editor of RussianCider.com. Our crowdfunding is live on Indiegogo, so please don't forget to support us by clicking here.
And then go ahead, take your head out. I can wait. All right, we're back? We're back. Good. All right. So, yeah, just think of the difficulty of trying to shoot down a supersonic fighter jet with World War II equipment, outdated equipment. A little difficult, unless you're really, really lucky. But,
you have to be pretty lucky.
Yeah.
I would think.
Yeah. But I thought that was pretty humorous. I think that was the same guy who was here at the beginning of the show. Who's in that video?
Oh, is that who?
I think
see the
so.
Video or
no, you didn't see that. Well, I'll post the link on my Facebook page.
Cool.
After, when I get home later tonight, I'll put that up on my Facebook page because it is funny. Let's watch another round of Frank Zappa. Almost 7 minutes. Megan needs to take a quick break. We're going to have a short break. I'm going to do a dab. And, yeah, we'll be back in like almost 7 minutes. Watch some Frank Zappa. This is some more excellent footage from the Commodore Ballroom last night, right here in beautiful downtown Vancouver.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Kurt Morgan on the bass. And it's his birthday. We have a tradition of singing happy birthday to people, but really badly. And we're going to do that tonight. And we'd like you to sing along. This is our atonal happy birthday for Kurt Morgan. He's turning 15 today. Happy destined to rage. I've existed for years, but very little has changed. I'm a tool of the government, an industry tool, for I am destined to rule and regulate you. I may be vile and pernicious, but you can't look away. I'll make you think I'm delicious with the stuff that I say. I'm the best you can get. Have you guessed me yet? I'm oozing out from your TV set. You will obey me while I lead you. The garbage that I feed you. Until the day that we don't need you. Don't go for help. No one will need you. Your mind is totally controlled. You have been started to my role. You rule of you as you are told. Until the rest till you are sold. Oh, yeah. Take it away, Louisa. That's right, folks, don't touch that crowd. When I am the sound of the video, don't take it down on your little no-go. When I am the sound of the video, you can't stop the sound, people look at me go. When I am the sound of the video, don't take it down on your little no-go. When I am the sound of the video, you can't stop the sound, people look at me go.
Hey, folks, don't touch that dial. I am the slime. Yeah, that was one of the encore songs. I am the slime from last night, and yes, that video was shot on my phone, Samsung S5.
They should pay you for that.
They did. No, they didn't. They should. You're right. They should pay me. That was a commercial. I'm gonna actually. I think I have to go up to YouTube and just change that to tag Samsung S5. Good luck with that. I know. So we were talking actually though off camera a little bit, and what were we talking about?
No, we were talking about, I had mentioned in an article a little while ago that Justin Trudeau should take his time to get regulations right, but that he doesn't have that much time because it's just going to happen anyway. And it's
That's
been
right.
Developing, so.
And so in that video you saw like we were smoking in the Commodore Ballroom, and then you mentioned how they were usually like really dicky about people puffing in there and...
Yeah, it used to be like that. And
Yeah.
It hasn't been for a little while, so I was kind of surprised to see it like that again.
So I think what it is with Justin Trudeau's, that's it. Like everybody knows legal weed is coming. It's right around the corner.
Yeah.
We've been acting. I mean, we have commerce and so on. I mean, we act like it's legal already for some time.
Yeah.
And so I think that's the relaxed sort of attitude. People are like, oh, right, but it's going to be legal. Okay, we're going to take it a little easy. Friday night, I was driving home, and I went through my first drinking, driving, counterattack, roadblock, whatever they want to call it. Not a problem. The cop says, I roll my window down. I always like to stick my face right in the guy, because I don't drink. I'm not hiding. Like, hey, what's happening? Oh, you been drinking tonight? I went, nope, not me. And he goes, oh, had any marijuana? And I just said, nope. But, I was at Lana Lou's, actually, for the Babes for Bears. What was it? The calendar launch party, their fundraiser calendar. Anyways, so I was coming home from that. And he's like, are you sure? And I went, yeah. And then he goes, literally, this is what he does. He leans down beside the window, and he's like, sniffing. He's sniffing in my car. And I'm sitting there, and I'm like, well, I've got some weed in my tin in my pocket, but I have a prescription for that. And as soon as I said that, he stood back up and went, okay, go. And it almost like, oh, well, never mind, that's cool. Just totally doesn't want to look at the weed, doesn't want any more to do with it. He asked me twice, where? Yeah.
Yeah, I went to that roadblock.
That one on the other side of the thing there, yeah. Well, I probably smell like it because I've been puffing all night. Well, at least I thought, was it? No, I don't know. I lost. My next time I'm going to tell people those is, dude, you'll have to ask me probably in about 2 weeks because, there's that short-term memory loss. But after 2 weeks, my memory kicks in. I remember everything that happened. So I'm like always 2 weeks behind. That's going to be the new way I answer questions when people ask me, like, were you doing anything tonight? That's a 2 week from now question. I just want to use that line. No, but that was it. So again, and with the story with the judge and the $1 fine for 40 plants, right? For $1. And then, so it's just all of these stories that just keep showing that. But we do not want to get our pot into liquor stores. We have to be clear about that. So if you guys want to write, letters or become active in any way, that's something good to do now is write letters, just say, listen, you do not want to have to deal with anything to do with alcohol as far as getting your pot and that you think, and put in whatever else you think. I would say, that I think dispensaries / lounges are an excellent fit into the whole equation as well. Medical-based dispensaries and recreational sales. And I'm not saying, they couldn't have large government outlets or that they shouldn't sell it at 7-Eleven or Max. I don't think it's any more difficult to sell cannabis than it is to sell cigarettes. Really. on a recreational level. You know, or no, it's definitely, you know, I would like to see it sold with coffee. You know, on a recreational level. Oh, but Starbucks, the bud of the day, right? You get just say, it's what is the special today? Well, we got a special deal. We're selling, you know, Pike's Place with a Hawaiian, grapefruit. Oh, that's awesome. I'll have one of those. Right? You get a gram of weed and the bud of the day and or the special and, you know, never mind the pumpkin spice latte bullshit. No, I'm serious, man. That's the way. I mean, there's room, though. Like, I'm just trying to point out there's room for all of the markets. This is what's going to become eventually. This is... because there is.
It's what's not really being talked about because everybody's kind of looking at the recreational cannabis, and that's what's like that's the shiny thing that's got them all kind of distracted. But it's developing new technologies for new extraction techniques, where those end up going, different product developments, different types of extractions. It's going to be massive, and then when it starts getting integrated into like industrial uses and nutritional uses, and it's going to just accelerate change even further.
And there's, I believe, I don't have the story, but I did see an article. There is a First Nations band now in Canada, which is the first Indigenous peoples to be granted a license, I think, to grow cannabis. I'm not sure what the level is there. Anyways, there's a band that's jumped on and now are going to be growing. I think it's back east somewhere.
Well, there was one in the United States that tried, and then it was very strange because after the federal government had said that the reserves were going to be allowed to do that, the police then came in and busted them.
Yeah,
So
the States is crazy, yeah.
Yeah.
No, but here in Canada, there apparently there's like the first band is signed on or is announced. That's they're getting into it. They're going to start growing weed because there's no other bands that are in the game right now. And so, no, they're... As a marketable, as a viable, money generator, they want to make revenue, for their band, and as they should. I mean, be able to allow to, like anybody should be allowed to go into business if you want to go. That's the business you want to grow into. That again, things will sort out at the end and down the pipe. You watch.
Yeah, and hopefully that'll include some sort of amnesty for. Not excluding people that are under charges for cannabis, right? Because that's going to be the other big piece.
Yeah, I think there's another one too. Is we have to and expunging records. Yeah. Yeah, for cannabis. Yeah. But that's going to be a tricky one because they can expunge your Canadian record for cannabis use, but the States is going to keep that stuff.
Probably.
Oh, probably for not. That's never going to. They'll talk about it, blah blah blah, but it'll never go away. You'll still be like. You can't come to the United States, but it's legal in Canada. Oh, well, too bad. Well, I'm going into Washington State, and it's legal in Washington State. Oh, doesn't matter. It's a federal border.
The way it is, yeah.
You see, because it's the federal border, so the federal government of the United States has to drop.
They have granted amnesty to some of their prisoners, which of course doesn't mean they're going to treat
Once Canada legalizes, I think they're not going to be far behind.
Yeah, I think so.
It just depends once they sort out their presidential race stuff. Well, I think that's it. If he is president, I love the foot stomp for emphasis.
That was great.
Yeah, that was excellent. That was good. You picked that up. The foot stomp made it yeah. Fuck around. Yeah, that's good for sure. All right. Yeah, and what was the other thing we were going to mention too? I can't remember.
Now and I don't remember either.
We were talking about something. I don't know.
Is it an event or something that's happening?
No, something about what was going on. Oh, yeah, no, this is what I wanted to mention. There you go. I knew there was a story I didn't cover. This is a story. This story, first of all, this is to make this extra interesting. This story was picked up in the Toronto Star. So usually police-type stories, unless they're like Robert Pickton murders or something, don't get, national stuff, don't get picked up by like one other city somewhere on the other side of the country. But this one is, and I'm going to tell you, because I got a problem with the story, first of all. I got a lot of problems. We'll talk about it. But anyways, Dateline, Vancouver. Alcohol and bravado appear to be fueling a disturbing trend of one-punch attacks that have left 3 people dead, Vancouver police say. At least 10 people this year have fallen to the ground unconscious after being hit once in the head. Vancouver police spokesman Constable Brian Montague told a news conference Thursday. 3 of the people who have died from their injuries, including a 60-year-old male who was punched in front of a bar downtown on a street last August. One-punch attacks aren't new in Vancouver, but the cops are saying they have been seeing an increasing number recently, particularly in places where people are drinking. You don't say. Minor disputes are typically involved and result in serious injuries. This is something that's disturbing to us, he said. We feel it's preventable. Yes, maybe just stop serving alcohol. Get some people smoking weed, get a few weed lounges in between the bars. These people, in many cases, these people were sucker punched and not involved in any sort of consensual fight. That's the case when in October this year, a 34-year-old Richmond man was attacked as he and his wife were headed home from a comedy club late one night. The man was sucker punched as the pair walked past 2 groups of men who were arguing about a limousine in front of a bar. He was rendered unconscious before he hit the ground, and he hit his head on the way down, suffered a brain injury as a result. He wasn't associated with either of these groups. He's just a guy walking by with his girlfriend.
And is this one person going around punching people in the head?
No, it's a trend amongst young people now who attend bars, I guess aggressive young men, who think that when they're frustrated and angry, they just look around and figure, I'm just going to sucker punch some innocent person walking by because they think it makes them feel tough. That's what it's all about. The problem I got with the whole thing is the fact they're not really dealing with the real issue here. And the real issue is with alcohol and the whole alcohol culture. This whole entertainment district of going out and getting all fucked up on booze. There's no, it's the way the licensed places are licensed, the establishments are run. You go in there, and all they're doing is pushing booze. The venues are designed that way. And all the money, really, the money's not in the door. The money's in the liquor sales. You know, they don't sell really any great amount of food. It's not set up like a lounge, for instance, or not a lounge, but like a show in Vegas where it's like a dinner theater. So you sit down and a dinner is served, you get a dinner out of the deal, and then a show, right? And you remain seated for, they bring out, there's drinking involved, but it's not just sit down and drink. So it's a different kind of, sort of the way it's designed. But what I'm getting at is we've got these proposed $30,000 regulations or fees for dispensaries here in Vancouver. But this is the trend, the trend, according to the paper, the media, that's happening in Vancouver. So it's probably a lot more than what we're actually hearing. These are just the ones that have been reported. How many people have been sucker punched, just, whatever, went home, nothing happened, they never got injured.
Did they say 10 died or something near the top?
Let's go back
3
here.
died?
Well, 3 have died this year.
So then who knows how many where people didn't die, right?
Yeah. At least 10 people this year have fallen to the ground unconscious. Okay, so what about the ones that didn't fall down unconscious, that the sucker punch they didn't knock them out one shot, but they probably people got bloody nose or, bloody face, teeth, whatever. Who knows what happens, right? It's not, break your face, right? It's a punch in the face, it's a punch in the face. A sucker punch is a sucker punch. So I think the problem is alcohol and the culture of this got to go out and drink. It's the weekend, let's go drinking. So I'm hoping with this, we really need I'm just looking at the whole spin. See, what I'm getting at is that the turn of activism, where the new focus has got to be. Now that we're talking, we don't even need to talk legalization so much anymore. It's more we're talking recommendations about legalization. And the other thing we got to use, though, this is all excellent ammunition that we can use to point out, look, our behavior, the smokers, the cannabis users' behavior is beneficial and harmless. The alcohol culture is causing serious issues in society. And we really need to show why we can't have the two associated. Why we can't have the liquor industry taking control of the sales of recreational marijuana. It's wrong. And this is all part of the reason. It's the type of attitude. We don't want people who are buying their booze with the intention of partying and getting all fucked up, to be going and buying their weed with the same intention. I don't think that's a good idea.
Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, I think it's probably a safer choice to go with the cannabis over the alcohol.
Well,
if that's your
definitely.
intention, but
It's safer.
Newer methods of ingestion and extractions have made that a little bit more of a concern, right? So.
Well, you mean like this stuff?
Well, yes. If somebody doesn't know what they're doing, right? If they get a concentrated shatter or an extract and they have no experience with cannabis and they haven't been educated about that and they end up doing a big giant dab when they're not even a regular smoker, or even a CBD pill that's like a higher dosage, that can be a problem. So, yeah, I don't know why you're doing that.
She's in the freestyle camp. Got your good side.
Oh, good. Yes. No, that's not. I don't even remember. It's part of the bag.
This is what we're talking about. The dab. That dab. I like to refer to it as that dab. It's that dab.
So yeah, if that's your intention, it's very easy. I mean, there's a place that's going to remain nameless in Toronto that's a dab bar that's upstairs, and I've had to walk up through the puke that somebody managed to get all down the stairs.
Not
they
Vapor
couldn't
Central.
quite handle their dab, right? It happens a lot.
Vapor
Absolutely.
Central, perhaps? No, I will say, hey, it's happened. But I will say that Vapor Central, hats off and to the bud tenders there, because those people are very quick to administer first aid. I've seen how fast they jump on it when somebody starts greening out from.
Yeah.
And it's not just dab, but sometimes it's just too much consumption. It's a bong hit. It doesn't necessarily have to be that dab. The vapor bag, because they've come in from outside. They're dehydrated already. Who knows?
Absolutely.
Well, even in the winter, people, a lot of people, they don't hydrate properly or they haven't been eating. I mean, it could be a variety of things.
Even so, they're not going around trying to one-punch people, right? So.
No, there's been no one punching, not too successful. I mean, well, there has, but it's always been somebody who's been under the influence of alcohol as well, like noticeably so.
Which also may become an issue, right? That's they seem to act synergistically, and if you're drinking alcohol and smoking cannabis, that the effects can be multiplied. So that could also become a problem potentially.
And I would like this, and I would hope to see that more businesses like lounges and that I have rules about, if you've been drinking, please come back another time to enjoy our premises, sort of attitude. No different than if bars don't want us consuming weed in their establishment as well. I think that this is what it's supposed to work with, and I think this is what the health minister in Ontario wanted. Was they implied that people could, because right from the get-go she said, "Oh, but everybody has the right to set up their own rules of their own business." Well, I don't know why anyone was complaining after that one. I mean, even the playgrounds and stuff. I mean, come on. What a lame excuse to turn around and say no. Oh, no, God. What if, but. They could have made that. It's so simple to have made a few changes without saying, oh, no, back to the drawing board.
Yeah.
But that is the attitude, and we're... I must say I'm very pleased to see what's gone on. It's like, there's one way to sum it up. We won. That's true. We won. We've won after, I don't know how many years, been over 40 years or whatever I've been in this game. We've won. This is it. This is the end of the game. We've come around to the next chapter.
Still work to do.
Lots of. Oh no! It's the next chapter. Yeah. It's the next chapter's coming. I'm ready to close this book. Put it on the shelf. Well, when that day comes, yeah, I'm sure there'll be a few parties. But there is, there's lots more work. Like I say, and that's what I've been talking about. It's just changing the focus of what we're doing, you know. So, like, again, you know, the iToken Public is still going strong. We like to keep pushing that one. Hashtag iToken Public. You know it's important because there's a hashtag involved. It's not. If there's no hashtag, it's not really an event. No, hashtag makes it official. Oh my God, it's on social media. It's got a hashtag. It must be a thing. It's trending.
It's on the internet.
It's on the internet now. Look out. Yeah. What else? Oh, we did that. Milk and cookies for the homeless. Yay. That was a good one. That was this one. What else we got? Probably
no. Story about Toronto.
Toronto?
Yeah, they basically just made an announcement that all dispensaries in Toronto were illegal businesses.
Were illegal businesses?
Yes.
Who said that?
I don't actually know. I heard about it just before I showed up here.
So a news story probably, yeah. Those news stories come up so
I have
fast.
a City TV. Haven't had a chance to see it yet.
Well, if it was the city, I'm sure it sounds like a city of Toronto thing.
I'm not sure who they thought it was news to. I mean, pretty much everybody knows that dispensaries are
they've always been illegal.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. It was maybe along the lines from that story last week I was doing where Health Canada sent out a bunch of letters to dispensary owners reminding them that they were illegal. It was like, and I mentioned that on the show, like, yeah, I'm sure all the guys, fuck, thanks, I forgot. I totally forgot that we were in an illegal business.
Yeah.
How did I? Whew, glad you guys sent me that letter.
It makes it very difficult when you're trying to say, you know, we'd like to be legal.
Yeah.
Well, you're illegal.
Yeah.
And like, yes,
thanks for the
like
reminder.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I don't know. Maybe it had something to do with that. Just jumping on the same bandwagon, I guess, because they can. They're in Toronto or. The Toronto. Oh, for a minute, I think your hat said Toronto. No, it says Titleist. Okay. Pro V1s, yo.
His hat says Toronto. It's Blue Jays anyway.
Oh, that's the back of his hat. There you go. Yes, man. There it is. Yeah. Blue Jays. Good show this year. Oh, what was that? The ugly Christmas sweater, and it was a flip of the bat. From the bat flip, it was off of that. It was, anyways, another story. We'll have to get that one out for later. That's what we should have, the ugly Christmas show next year, or next week. Ugly Christmas sweater show next week. I don't know. I don't have one. I think I could go find one. Aren't they all ugly?
That's true.
Like at Granville, like right outside the stations, and they got like biggie sweaters and like really cool ones. Like I'm totally gonna go buy like 10.
Nice.
All right, let's go check that out. Well, we should get those. We should do a show with those. Yeah, even though last week Jeremiah put up the show picture was a Christmas sweater, but with like pot leaves.
Oh, nice. Well, I'm sure you can find a cannabis-themed ugly Christmas sweater.
You want, that should be your job. Scoop. Yeah, we'll scoop them. Yeah. I'll pay you for them. No worries. Okay, well, that's pretty much what we got for the show today. Thanks so much for coming in today and doing the co-host duties.
Thanks for having me.
Carly's away on doing her special. What is she on? Special assignment. I was going to say investigative, but no, she's on special assignment. So we wish her well, and can't wait till she comes back. Hopefully soon, in the new year. Maybe sooner, who knows? What else is going on tomorrow, Tuesday? We mentioned something was going on Tuesday, but I can't. Oh, Jam Night. That's right. Jams in the Key of Green, right here on the second floor. Oh, you know what I haven't done is the countdown calendar. Let's run through that. Hang on a minute. I knew there was something I haven't done. Son of a gun. All right, here we go. Tonight, 7 p.m. right here. The One Love, so in an hour after we get off of here, the One Love Legal Challenge fundraiser to be held right here on this awesome spot in the Cannabis Culture Lounge, 307 West Hastings. Activists are people who see the need for change and devote their time to doing something about it. And right now there's something that needs to change. WorkSafe BC needs to be compelled to do the right thing. Most cannabis users in BC are aware that a large court case regarding medical use is before the courts, and that a large number of individuals are responsible for that happening. Anyways, this is her, Mrs. Jean Bennett was hurt on August 22, 2008. Her life changed. After having a long battle with WorkSafe BC, she was in depression. Blah. Anyway, she's having a fundraiser here tonight, and come in 7 o'clock. Check it out. This is all long and involved, and I'm running late because I almost skipped this. All right, December 3rd, Women Grow Vancouver.
This one, come on.
Signature Thursday, their signature event, monthly one, Thursdays, followed by a Christmas fair with local artisans. Their speaker, Andrea Dobbs of the Village Dispensary, will talk about her experiences starting up a business in Vancouver's cannabis industry. You're going to there?
I'm not sure if I am, only because I have a conference that morning, and I'm not sure if it's going to be over in time, but if I miss it, it'll be the first one I've ever missed, so I'm hoping I don't. Nice.
Women Grow Vancouver was launched in June of this year, fostering a network of women and men from all over the Lower Mainland and islands. Yes. Woo. Activists, product developers, growers, health practitioners, dispensary owners, personnel, patients, caregivers, legal experts, entrepreneurs, healers, investors, and more, and even Pod TV people.
That's true.
Yes, that's true.
Well, this is founded by 20 female-run businesses in Colorado. Just a little over a year ago, Vancouver had the first Canadian chapter, and there's been a chapter in Toronto since I think it was only like a month later, maybe 2 months later. And now I think I've heard of 2 other chapters that may be opening up very shortly in Canada as well. So.
Well, not to stop there, there's another Women's Grow event, December 3rd, same night, but this one in Toronto. And this is at the Center for Social Innovation, 585 Dundas, in Regent Park, 585 Dundas East. And their guest speaker is Amy Brown.
Yeah.
There you go, who actually, she owns a dispensary in Toronto, and as you saw her, runs Milk and Cookies and Cannabis for the Homeless.
And so, yeah, just a little bit more about the Women Grow event. It's held in 33 cities across North America right now on the third Thursday of every
How many in Canada, cities in Canada?
Right now there's 2.
Just Toronto and Vancouver?
But
okay.
The first Thursday of the month, wherever you are in North America, you're not very far from a Women Grow event.
Right on. Check that out. I was at the first one here in the summer, and really good. Excellent event. All right, December 16th at the Junction. 1138 Davie Street, Faux Girls. This is just a big show being promoted or being produced by a friend of ours here who comes to the lounge, Sativa Diva. There's the camera there. I'm looking in the wrong spot. That's why I put the red thing on it. Still can't. My eyes are wandering around. Must be getting buzzed.
Sativa Diva is a pretty good name.
Yes. Okay, what else is going on? December 19th, the North American Indigenous Winter Celebrations. The Croatian Cultural Center at 3250 Commercial Drive. Experience the culture. It's a free family 2-day event. Cultural performers from across BC, artisans with hundreds of gift ideas. All your shopping needs.
Very cool.
And there's at the Women Grow event, there's going to be shopping there too. Yeah. So lots of stuff going on. You can get some cool handmade and individual gifts, I'm sure. Better than going shopping at the big box stores.
It's going to be fun.
All right, December 18th, Atlanta Lou's Festival Filth. Yeah. John Waters themed holiday party. That's my kind of art, burlesque, drag. This is going to be my kind of Christmas party. A full set of twisted Xmas tunes by our live band Swank. Divine face painting by Rihanna Conda, burlesque artist and model. There's going to be a free photo booth and more. This year, Bone Rattle Talent's holiday gathering will be fun, festive, and filthy. You are invited to party with us. $10 at the door. Bring a non-perishable food item for the food bank. That's where I was coming home from Friday night. It was fun. At the calendar launch, the Babes for Bears party. Yeah. Oh, and I actually won the door prize. I bought tickets, and I won a piece of personal, like original art. Nice. Yeah, watercolor from one of the performers is also an artist. So yeah, framed and all. It's cool. So that was fun. So yes, and we might get some of the artists from Bone Rattle Talent down here in the near future on the show, promoting some of their stuff and talking to us. Yeah. So those girls are a lot of fun. Big hoot. All right, so that's the countdown calendar. That's what we got. That's going on. There enough. I feel and that's brought to you by our sponsor, Buddingham Palace. You can find them at buddingham.biz for all your cannabis needs. Check them out. Good stuff. I know I got some stuff. I was wonderfully surprised. Or whatever, wonderfully surprised? I don't know. It was good. All right, so look at that. Now, see, we just ate up a whole bunch more time.
It's true.
All right, so Tuesday, right here. So look at that, like I didn't miss a beat.
No, you didn't? No.
Not at all.
7 more minutes, right?
Jams in the key of green. 7 more minutes, everyone can put them out of their minute. That's it, right? Yeah. Wednesday, from Under the Sea Desk with Marijuana Man. He'll be here discussing various issues. And Friday, hopefully Jeremiah Vandermeer with Cannabis Culture News will take to the air and bring you more up-to-date stories on what's been going on. Saturday, that's right, it's the Redbeard Show. He's getting some hot glass action. Check that out. And on Sunday, if you get a chance, get on over to the Vapor Central channel, and Stoner Sundays with Mike Reeder are always a blast. I wish I had seen last night's. They had a special guest comedian. I can't remember his name, but...
the guy from Talladega Nights, he's Champ.
Yeah. Yeah, the guy who played Champ on Talladega Nights, he's really funny. Anyhow, yeah, some pretty big name comedian there. Anyways, that I can't remember. That's how big he is. All right, so I'm going to do a dab. We're going to get the hell out of here. Thank you all for tuning in and watching. And until next week, you cultivate your freedom.